Welcome back. This is Dr. Dan from Fix Me Physical Therapy, and I'm going to talk today about starting a program, and any program for that matter. It's not just our program, but sometimes, and I hear this a lot from patients who started with us, is that they're like, okay, well, I was going to call earlier or was going to start sooner, but it just seemed like an awful lot and it was like overwhelming. And completely understandable. There's many changes that have to be implemented. There's things that have to be done. It can get life. Anything can get overwhelming. If we try and think about doing everything all at once, that can stop us from getting done what we need to get done. And so the way our program is set up is you don't worry about tomorrow. You don't have to worry about what you have to do next week. You worry about today. And so you'll get an email a day. This is for our neuropathy patients. Our program's set up so that you get an email a day from me letting you know what needs to be done for that day, what tasks need to be logged. It'll give you suggestions on exercise. It'll talk about food choices. But you'll get that reminder every day to keep you on track. And it's important to remember that the old saying, Rome was not built in a day, is true. We can't do everything all at once. It's just not how it works. It took us some time to get into a situation. It's going to take us some time to get out of it. And so we don't have to worry about what's going to happen tomorrow or next week or even next month. All we have to do is focus on today. And so, what's going to happen for dinner? We don't worry about that. We worry about the meal in front of us. We start every day at breakfast. Most of our patients do some sort of protein shake, but you don't have to. But the bottom line is it doesn't matter what you choose to do for your meals, or what time you choose to do your equipment if you're a neuropathy patient, as long as it's consistent. And once you set up patterns, then those patterns become habits, and then everything becomes much easier. And I would, they say there's 30 days to make a habit. I don't think it takes quite that long, especially when you start seeing results, you start feeling better. So I would say is even as little as 2 weeks to kind of get patterned into and get used to doing something on a regular basis. And so again, for neuropathy patients, that's as simple as starting the day with the equipment, doing your Rebuilder, then doing your Anodyne boots, then putting on your supplements, having your breakfast, and getting started on your day. And then gradually, progressively adding a little bit of exercise in there as you can tolerate it, because your feet start feeling better, your body starts feeling better. For our spinal patients, the back starts feeling better, the neck starts feeling better. But the bottom line is this one day at a time, and don't get over focused on, I'm not making the progress I should be making, or I'm not perfect overnight. That's just not how it works. So it's slow and steady wins the race. People tend to forget, I've been making bad decisions for however long it is, many years, oftentimes. And so all of a sudden they find themselves in an issue, and that's not the way it worked. It actually took several years. So especially when, again, I'll have to keep bringing it back to neuropathy because that's what we see the most of at the office right now, is that people will see changes in as little as 4 to 6 weeks, and sometimes significant ones. And of course, that varies based on the level of damage, level of sensory loss of their neuropathy. But changes happen fairly quickly. Once you start removing bad habits and start removing barriers to healing, your body's going to do what it's supposed to do. I was just speaking with a patient the other day who is a type 2 diabetic, and he just wants to do the diet changes first, and he's 2 months in, and his resting morning blood sugar hasn't been over 107, I think it is. Still a little bit high, but considering that he was waking in the 140s, the 150s, the 160s, and that's when he was doing well and doing the right things. He told me his blood sugar got as high as 300. And he hasn't changed his medication. He's not taking more medication. He's just making good choices. So it's just everything's a process, and nothing happens overnight. And we can't get caught up on now. It's this instant gratification. Unfortunately, doesn't happen when it comes to health. So sometimes it takes time, and you have to invest time to get the result that you want, and that's okay. We're here to help you. Again, the way our programs are set up, it's very step by step, very straightforward, extremely simple once you get into it, and we've been helping many, many people with these issues, so we have lots of experience with it, and we look forward to helping you or someone you love. If you're watching this and you have a family member that's type 2 diabetic and has issues with neuropathy, you can feel free to share. We want to help as many people as possible because the results are there. We're getting great results for people who are able to commit to the program and who want change. Okay, that's it. Thanks, and have a great day. We look forward to seeing you.